What's going on, everybody? Henry Kaminski here from uniquedesignz.net. And are you guys ready for today's Daily Gem? So today I want to talk about the 3 questions you need to ask yourself to avoid becoming a boring brand. So before I dive into those 3 questions, I got to share with you a quick little story, which was actually really, really funny. So me and one of my buddies, Todd, last week, we usually meet once a month, and we grab lunch and then we just BS about our businesses because we are in the similar industries and we love to just share each other's, experiences. So we're outside, we're drinking some espresso, and we see this guy out the corner of our eyes, and he clearly is eavesdropping on our conversation. So after about a couple of minutes, he finally decides to butt into the conversation. And he was an interesting little guy. So he comes in, he's an older guy, and the guy must be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most amount of name drops within a 5-minute period. Because this guy came in and literally was like name dropping all these people that he worked with. But the problem that he had was the way he was speaking to us was so top level and so filled with technobabble. Both of us needed like a Harvard professor next to us to kind of interpret what this guy was saying. And so he went on this tangent about financial this and financial that, and me and Todd just looked at each other and our eyes glazed over and we were like, where the hell did this guy come from? So needless to say, we didn't hear a word that he said. He had our ear for about 10, 15 minutes, and he then scurried away, and me and Todd just looked at each other and was like, what the hell was that all about? So I want to share with you a simple little, cheat sheet, or I guess you could call it a cheat sheet. I want you to write these 3 questions down. Right? Because I notice when we write things down, it actually sticks a little bit deeper. So here's 3 questions that I want to ask, that I want you to ask yourself before you try to explain for the next time what exactly your brand actually does, what it stands for, and how it actually helps, your ideal customers. So the question number 1 is, what would you want to hear your ideal client say about what it is that you actually do? All right? So take a second real quick and ask yourself that question. Second, what would you want to hear them say about the results that your brand produces? So think about that one for a second. And then lastly, what would you want to hear them say in regards to the quality of how you produce your work? So asking yourself those 3 questions in 30 seconds or less will help you tremendously cut out all that technobabble, all that fat that is surrounding your brand's messaging, and get super, super clear on what it is that you're trying to deliver. The one thing that I've learned, some of you guys might not know, but I spent 2.5 years studying for my master's degree in business management. And one of the biggest things that I've learned was when you simplify things down into chunks, people will tend to follow you more and do exactly what it is that you want them to do when you want them to do it. It's when people get confused, people get overwhelmed, people get stressed out. That's when you lose your positioning, right? That's when you lose your impact. So I challenge you guys today to begin to ask yourself these 3 questions and sort of map it out, map it out before you answer this question, because the last thing that you want to do is bore your audience. When Todd and I were watching this guy speak to us, thank God we were drinking espresso, because I think both of us would have been passed out by the time this guy was done. I mean, this guy was so far over our heads, and it's a shame, because I believe a lot of entrepreneurs, the majority of entrepreneurs, when somebody asks them, so what do? They go in this long tangent, right? So ask yourself these 3 questions that I mentioned earlier and get that down. Really study those 3 questions and get those answers down within 30 seconds or less. And I can promise you, people are going to start to take to your messaging. People are going to start to feel the impact that you're trying to express through your brand's messaging. So when you get this right, guys, this is what changes the game. This is what levels up your brand, takes it to the next level. And so for those of you that are struggling with this, know that I have a solution. It is a small investment that can help move mountains for you and really help you get dialed in. And obviously, you guys know I've been talking about this for weeks, but my brand audit service is a very simplistic way of getting that outside perspective that you need to help you get the results that you're looking for with your brand's messaging, with your brand's identity, with your brand's experience, right? So I'll leave the link below. It's a 7-point brand audit. And basically what I do is I take you through the 7 points that are crucial to get down and to get right inside of your brand, to help you leave that impact that you're trying to leave, to help you get that message across that you want your audience to understand. So if you guys have any more questions or comments regarding today's Daily Gem, definitely drop it in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So have an awesome day, guys, and I'll catch you on tomorrow's Daily Gem. Talk soon.